A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to SuperSport's IG Live, right here on your World of Champions. I am Motshidisi Mohno, and today I will be hosting the Stormers fave, none other than the spicy plum, Stephen Kitshoff, our favorite ginger, as some people also call him. A great loose head prop, not only for the Stormers, but we've seen him in Springbok colours as well. So we definitely know what he can do. Former Springbok under 20, won the Junior World Championships with the 2012 team. So definitely a man with class. Thank you so much for joining us for this chat we're about to have. Make sure that you drop all of your questions in the comment section. Anything that you would like to ask Stephen Kitshoff. So we're just waiting for him to join. Just give us a wave, Stephen, as soon as you're here, so that we can get into our chat. Yesterday we were hanging out with Lucanio Am, the Sharks captain. That was also a great chat. Thank you so much to Luke for joining us. And yeah, I hope you guys are keeping well during this lockdown and keeping safe and sound. And Stephen has just joined. Yeah, have you been seeing any of your teammates? Are you guys doing like Zooms and WhatsApp calls?
Yes, definitely. We have a weekly leadership meeting, and then
Yeah.
we divide it into little groups so you guys get catch up also on a weekly basis and just see how it's going and what they're getting up to.
Well, one of the cool things that the Stormers did, this is before, the lockdown was imposed, was that beautiful rendition of Johnny Clegg's The Crossing. You actually opened the song in the video. I didn't know you had that gorgeous singing voice, the bass coming through. How was that? How was that coming together as a team and singing The Crossing?
No, it was an incredible experience getting to sing with some incredible musicians and just hear them up close and how good they are with their voices. It was brilliant, and I think it's Dobbo's and Duncan's brainchild that whole experience. It was a lot of fun and really enjoyed the whole experience around it.
Why did Coach want you guys to do that? What was the purpose behind it?
No, it was a nice little team social, and it was just to get the whole surrounding Johnny Clegg and the whole meaning of the song out there, and it was just a nice thing for us as a team to do. We're currently using that song as our team song, so it was just a nice little team bonding experience.
Yeah, great voices as well. Who's the best singer in the team?
No, no, probably Jamie Roberts, the Welshman. So
Yeah.
he's got an incredible voice, and he's an all around talented man.
And you can see he learned the words. He was perfect.
No, he was great. Really
Yeah,
enjoyed watching him.
I also enjoyed seeing the Belters in the team. There's a question here about the driving range. Do you miss golf?
I do miss it a lot. Um, yeah, hopefully with my shoulder injury, as soon as the lockdown's over, I can get back onto the golf course and get a couple of balls. I do really miss it a lot.
How has lockdown been? What have you been doing to, stay sane?
Yeah, so doing a lot of rehab and trying to get heal as quickly as possible, and just a lot of cardio. And then I'm busy studying a course through Get Smarter, property
Nice.
investment course. So that's been taking a lot of my time as well.
So you haven't been cooking, doing any of these crazy challenges?
No, so the missus does all the cooking. So I back her to do it. Yeah, I just try and stay out of her way when she gets onto a roll and she makes some delicious food for us.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you ever find yourself in the kitchen frying up or whipping up something?
I find myself walking to the fridge often, so that's probably but that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing everybody's, trying to not do this time
Exactly.
around. It's been a great year for the Stormers as well. It started off like a house on fire in Super Rugby, but then it sort of petered out, especially with that loss against the Blues, and then you had the bye and then the loss against the Sharks. What firstly was the catalyst for that great start for you guys?
I just think the Oaks, they knew the amount of work they put in the off season and what it takes to win in Super Rugby. So I think the guys are really fired up. I think Dobbo did a great job with Darby and Norman to get the guys aligned in our plan as a team and what we want to achieve. And I think the guys just, that first couple of weeks, I think there was no one who would be able to stop us. The guys were just so motivated. And then as you win a couple of games, I think you start becoming a bit complacent, and then lost a bit of momentum against the Blues. Try to find our way back, and then we had a tough game against the Sharks away. But I think this little bit of a lockdown, or this long lockdown, really gave the guys some time to look at their clips and to see where we went wrong. And hopefully, if there's any rugby left for the year, the guys will take off where how we started. We just start like that again.
Yeah, return to your winning ways. Which of those two
Yeah.
losses were the worst for you? Was it losing to the Blues or losing to the Sharks?
No, the Blues loss was tough for me, and for the whole team. I think the way we lost was actually the biggest thing. Is we didn't rock up. I know at rugby and Super Rugby, you have to be a professional outfit, and I think just that day the guys didn't pitch up at all. So that was a tough loss, and had to go do some soul searching. And then I think the guys pitched up, played much better against the Sharks. We just lost it towards the end there.
Yeah. Did the bye help at all?
I'm not sure. It was in that bye week where we did the Aussie ESA song, and so the guys got a little bit of team bonding and some camaraderie around the team. But it was, I don't think a bye is always the best thing, because you lose a bit of focus of the rugby, but you also get some time to get back on track. So I prefer playing back to back, because I know then you stay focused on the task at hand. And then sometimes when you throw a bye in there, especially after a big loss, then you're a bit demotivated that week, and you try and pick it up, but it's not always the case.
Yeah, sure. There's so many people have joined, giving you props. Spicy Plum, obviously loving you and loving the nickname as well. I know you are constantly tweeting about it as well. So, and Usoy Ngenge is saying, my girlfriend locked the fridge. So no, he's not making any trips to the kitchen anytime soon. And Springbok Wall is saying, you're the best. Miss you guys playing. Can't wait for this to be over. Springbok for life. And the other thing about 2020 is the final year of playing at Newlands Stadium. And I know that's not only close to your heart because of your Springbok background, but also because, you're a Stormer, and playing at Newlands in front of the Newlands faithful is always such a great moment. What is it about this final year that's made it all the more important to do well because of having to say goodbye to the old lady?
Yeah, I think for all Western Province faithful supporters, Newlands has a special place in our hearts, and saying goodbye to our old lady is very emotional, and we as a team wanted to send her off on a high. So I think that's also one of the big reasons why we started as well as we did, because we knew it's going to be the last year, made a bit of a hype about it, and we didn't want to lose a game at Newlands. So it was a lot of emotion involved, and I think the guys realized what the stadium means to everyone.
Yeah. What's your favorite Newlands memory?
Definitely, I think it was my first game for the Stormers. Also played against the Hurricanes, and it was the first time I made my first starting debut for the Stormers.
Yeah.
To be correct. And we beat them in 2012. So that was a special moment for me, running out onto the field, playing 80 minutes and beating the Hurricanes at Newlands.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes are no small side. They're always a quality side. But 2012
Exactly.
must have been a really magical year for you. Not only your run-on debut for the Stormers, but also winning the junior championship. how was that for you? And, you know, being surrounded by an exceptional team, some of whom you still play with today?
No, 2012 was an amazing year. You know, run on debut for the Stormers, playing for the S20 side that won the competition at Newlands as well. No, it was incredible playing with oaks like Andre Pollard. Bram Steyn was in the team, he's currently playing for Italy. It was such an incredible experience, and especially at such a young age, you get that kind of experience and knowing how to win a major competition. Although we even lost our first game, we lost against Ireland, under 20 side. I think Tark Furlong still played for them. He was tight head. I scrummed against him. Gave me such a tough time. And actually going out and needing to beat England with 4 tries and going on to win the competition. It was an incredible experience. And I see a lot of photos on Facebook every now and then of memories of guys, teammates I've played with that's posting videos and photos. So it was an incredible experience. Very happy about that.
And I'm actually getting goosebumps because it almost mirrors what happened in 2019 at the Rugby World Cup. You lose your first game, and then you're in the final against England. No 4-try catch up this time around though, because you had them from the very first whistle. What was your Japan and Rugby World Cup 2019 experience like?
No, it was incredible. Just the group of guys we were, players, and the unbelievable management we had. Just everyone so aligned on the plan and what we wanted to achieve out of this World Cup and going on and winning it. It's an experience, 8-week experience I'll never forget in my life. And everyone, I'm so grateful for everyone that surrounded us and supported us, and just the whole vibe and everything that came with the World Cup was just an incredible experience.
Yeah, joined by someone called Amajun, 0414 2019. He says, I'm from Japan. So people from all around the world joining us here on Your World of Champions IG to hang out with the spicy plum. What is it about Japan that you love the most?
I enjoyed the food, the people, the hospitality, everything like that you hear from people before you go to Japan actually happens that side. So it was an unbelievable experience, and I would go visit that country in a heartbeat. So very chuffed.
And what is the one thing that you learned about yourself, or the biggest thing you learned about yourself during that World Cup experience?
I think thinking back, it's just how important professionalism is in such a sport as rugby. Like how you have to be able to pitch up every day. You just have to have your best foot forward no matter what. And when you train, when you do media, when you're sitting in a meeting room, you have to be able to listen, pay attention, and focus on what the job is at hand. And I think you learned a lot from yourself and where you are as a rugby player and what you want to achieve out of certain situations.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone that's joining from across the continent: Tanzania, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana. Have someone else that has joined us from Australia, Archie1972. I got another question here. I'm not sure who it was from, asking about your favorite roommate. Who was your favorite roommate? Over the span of your career, who do you have the most fun with when you're on tour?
So I got 2 roommates I spent that I've roomed with most of my career. It's Peter Steff and Malcolm Marks, and both are unique in their own ways. Me and Peter Steff, very quiet room, but when we start talking about either farming or business or whatever, then the conversation go for hours. And then me and Malcolm, best mates. Geez, I love that boy. He's such a class act.
Before you continue, we're losing you a little bit. We're losing a little bit. Just go back to where you were when we started.
This is better. You hear me?
I can hear you, but the picture's not coming through quite nicely. Oi, network, eh? These Wi-Fi's are dying on us. That's still not better. Any more wiggle room?
Just good.
Let's see. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined Tanzania. I can see Chidsman saying he's joining from Zimbabwe, so hello to you too. Dallin95L, hello. Erasmus6328, hello. So many numbers in the names. And Archie saying, ex-Dale College boy here, now living in Perth, hello, hello. And thank you so much for joining us. Kitty, I think that's a bit better. Still not quite clear though. Want to take a seat? There, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. So Malcolm Marks, Peter, Steph, Dutoy, those are your favorite roomies. Do you guys get up to a lot of mischief?
Yeah, me and Malcolm, definitely. Nothing I can disclose today, but no,
of course not.
So no, he's
when that final whistle went in the final against England, what was the first thought that came to your mind?
Enjoyment, relief, a little bit of excitement. No, it was a mixed bag of emotions. I knew how hard we worked during the couple of years before that, and in the year to actually achieve this. And I was just like, I think it was more relief off my shoulders. Like, yes, we've done this, and we can be so proud. Like that kind of feeling overwhelmed me.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry on the field, but I think I started crying when I saw my missus in the stands.
Man. Yo, what does it mean to win the Rugby World Cup? What does that mean to you?
Nah, it's actually like it's a dream come true, to be honest. Like it's something you think of when you write down your goals the first time you get invited to a Stormers camp, and then it's always there. It's like win Currie Cup, win Super Rugby, win the World Cup. It's like how you think of it.
Well, we skip Super Rugby. Hopefully it will come. Hopefully the day will come for the Stormers. So also saying, have you ever watched rugby in Xhosa commentary? Because Lonwabo Mtimka adores you. I'm sure you have. I've heard some of the clips.
Yeah, I've heard all the clips. It's brilliant. I love it.
It's always a good time. You're one of the best loose-head props in the world, but you're following in the footsteps of the likes of Tendai Mtawarira in the green and gold, Osturant as well. And you are the likely front runner now, going into the new era of the Springboks. Is that a heavy load on your shoulders? And is there anything you want to change about the position?
It's not. I'm honored. Like playing behind Bees for a couple of years, and actually towards the end, like sharing the starting role he's such a legend, and I've actually learned so much from him. I was very happy to be involved in a team with such a legend, and when he retired, if I'm chosen to take over, so I would love to be that guy as well to the next guy coming through, if it's Oxenshire or whoever it may be, to take that leading role, and I'm actually quite excited about it. I just need to keep playing